Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Sileo, Tales of a New Dawn. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the newest version earlier, you can go to their Patreon, which is $5 a month or $54 a year. So, on the last Let's Play, Diego told us basically what happened during the discussion, where Diego was like, hey, I thought you were my boyfriend, and then he kind of ghosted me, and Kyrex was like, I didn't ever say I was your boyfriend, thought you were kind of crazy, and, backed off away from you because you're being way too needy and stuff like that. Which, definitely point against Kyrex, but still, it's like, still a point against Kyrex, but I could kind of see where he's coming from, but I guess it's like maybe these guys just completely had no communication going on kind of thing, which fair enough. I've been in, not really a relationship like that, but I've been in the thing where it's like, hey, I like you, and they're like, but I want sex, and only that. It do be like that sometimes, unfortunately. So, reset my face if it's too bad. Yeah. Good? Good enough. Wait, are you serious? Yep, adds a accidental small talk and everything. That's a cunning tiger. I've got to give him credit where credit is due. That's honestly kind of amazing. Well, that wasn't exactly small talk. That was, hey, you gave your story, he gives his story, work itself out kind of thing. So yeah, I guess we thawed out a little. I'd harshly say buddy, but, well, I'm proud of you, Diego, and I'm sorry. Huh? What for? If I had the courage back then, none of this would have happened. Like, I feel like a decent amount of things could have been solved, life-wise with, telling people early that you like them. It's like, I know one person I wish I told early. I told somebody recently that I like them, and they're like, thank you. And it's like, it do be like that sometimes. But you know what? Fair enough. Because there's a bit of an age difference. They're more than 18 plus. Don't get any weird ideas. But anyways, what else? Yeah. It do be like that. There was this one guy that looking back, I actually kind of liked. But I didn't know I liked men back then. He was big and muscular and all that stuff. But anyways. Hey, we've talked about this. I know. Nobody's to blame. And it worked out all in the end. Still, I want to make it up to you somehow. Ooh. You've already more than made up for it. Then I'll find another way to make up for it. Like co-op in your new game. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Oh, and I know it might be wrong to say, but it's kind of sweet just how much you miss me. I missed you a lot too. That last year of university wasn't the same. Just wasn't the same. I guess we both spent a lot of time missing and longing for one another. Yeah. That's mad gay, bro. Like, hella gay. Well, our balls didn't touch, so actually not gay. We're actually both straight, like, hella straight. But anyways, hey! It's not like I'm wrong. Anyway, I'm gonna take a shower, wash all this blood and sweat off. I won't be too long. But what happens if that's my kink? Blood and sweat. Alright, see you soon, my sweaty, bloody boyfriendo. Diego left the room and headed down the hallway to the shower, as I reflected on the day that had been a while sitting on the couch. A tie Most unexpected. Although, when you think about it, probably for the best, considering they buried the hatchet only minutes before the fight began. Do they do ties during, like, MMAs? I think that's what it would be called. I'm not sure. I don't know, I don't look at much of those kind of sports, or sports in general. I was glad they'd come to an understanding. Glad that they'd apologized. All Diego's questions had been answered. Now he could truly move on, and once and for all. And Ty, I found myself forgiving him despite everything. His methods were certainly questionable, but the outcome couldn't have been better. So long as he kept his word, there would be no more tension between us. At least, hopefully. I like Ty, but often, he overlapped. I heard the shower start down at the other end of the house, and that gave me an idea how I could repay Diego. Arriving at the door to the bathroom, I noticed Diego had left it slightly ajar. Perfect. I gave it a gentle push, causing the hinges to squeak slightly. Thankfully, the sound of the shower drowned it out. I could see Diego facing away from me, standing lazily in the shower as the water ran down his body. Sorry, I'm just kind of messing with you, but still. Using the gap I created, I squeezed inside the bathroom and snuck towards the shower, slipping out of my clothing as I went. By the time I arrived at the glass door, I was already butt naked. I think it's funny when I do this, but it's also, do people find it sensual? I don't know, never asked. I gently cracked the shower door open. Diego jumped slightly, turning around in surprise. The fuck are you doing here? I mean, hey, what the? Shh. Here. Let me help. I mean, sure, but what's the occasion? I said I'd make it up to you, didn't I? Ooh woo. What's this? A bulge? Well, I ain't complaining. Can barely move my arms and to wash myself. I mean, fair enough. It's like, shit, I lost my train of thought. It's like, oh, I guess Adrian misread that he left the door ajar for that reason. But also, how long has that band-aid been there? It's been like 19 days since we got here. What's happening to your nose? Like, that part between your nose and your skull. Your nose hurts more than that, but for some reason, your band-aid is able to stay there for 19 days. So, like, what kind of character started that? Because I've seen it on multiple characters. Anyways. Well, I ain't complaining. I can barely move my arms to wash. I grabbed the bar of soap from the shelf and began working the lather into Diego's back. Teased. First brushing, now this. I ain't getting pampered today. What can I say? You've earned it. I won't argue with that. Having gotten good coverage on Diego's back, I grabbed the shower head and rinsed his fur off before grabbing some more shampoo, kneeling down and applying it to his legs. Okay, here's the thing. If you're gonna do anything woo, you might want to do it now before you start actually showering, because I was gonna say we've all been there, but maybe you haven't. You might be someday. Who knows? Come just kind of gets in things. Unless you've just kind of been really naughty and just kind of put on yourself, in which case, like, you kind of know how it is. It kind of hacks with your hair. I ran my hands up and down each leg, occasionally showering, slowing my pace as I brushed Diego's balls, which is human. I say every day because I'm a hoe. Yeah, hope I didn't glue you to the floor. You say that as though it mind. Heh. Hee 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 hee. The two of us cleaned up the aftermath and shared a warm shower together before drying ourselves off and returning to bed. Yeah, I needed that. What a rough day. I mean, yeah, there's been a lot of tension just building over the day. Needed it and deserved it. Congrats again, champion. As much as I could get used to being called that, I still don't quite consider that a win. Hey, shh. You've got the belt. Therefore, you're definitely won. And it definitely wasn't a tie, okay? Definitely. Anyway, what do you think Ty has planned for this little celebration tomorrow? I don't suppose he mentioned anything. Nothing. We're just going to have to find out. Him and his goddamn secrets. At least it's something good, right? I mean, I hope so. Yeah, I'll let him off. Still, what a day. I'm really proud of you for all of it. You did amazingly. Diego yawned dramatically before he spoke. Easily slipped onto the bed of his half and buried into the pillow. I just can't believe it's over. The competition and the rest of it. It's kind of like, what do I do now? Anything you want. You could find a new hobby. Save up for a car. Hell, I think Kyrex isn't a problem. You could even go back to the gym. Guess hell, you are a bit tubby. Though I like chubby men with big old bellies that's gonna squish me all the way down. Sorry, I've had a beer and stuff. And I like just being hella hecky. You could take up swimming or running, taking a leaf from Logan's book and getting creative. Bear? Yep, Logan. I will never not keep saying how much, like, this game is good, but the mechanics of it are just, fuck. It's just like, holy cow. I can do this shit. You can learn painting, even write a book. What about your degree? Could you even find a career in your field to start doing? Diego? Diego? He'd fallen asleep. I suppose after such an arduous day, I could hardly blame him. Besides, he needed his rest for tomorrow's festivities. Tomorrow would be the first day of the rest of his life. It do be like that. The final words of this chapter had been written. An entirely new chapter is about to begin. Good night, Diego. I love you. A small subconscious smile appears on Diego's lips. I snuggled up against him and closed my eyes, joining him in wistful sleep. Damn, I was hoping that would be the end of the day, but then this Let's Play, but yeah, we got a couple minutes left. Yeah, whatevs. Are you sure this is a good idea? Wouldn't it be better to just leave it? I don't know. I guess I just feel like, I don't know where we are at, you know? This whole thing feels kind of unfinished. That morning, Diego decided to meet up with Kyrex once more in an attempt to properly conclude the previous day's conversation, which he felt had been somewhat cut short by their other obligations. Incidentally, this was an assessment Kyrex agreed with, thus resulting in our visit to none other than Jay's Cafe, per Diego's recommendation. It was sufficiently neutral location for both of them, and being somewhere public would ensure both parties were on best behavior. Of course, another key difference to the previous day's meeting was my presence and that of a certain waiter. Gentlemen, your beverages. Thanks, man. Thank you, Jay. My pleasure. As always, my delightful patrons. Now, did you not say this was a table for 3? It would seem that you're one short. Yeah, the third is reserved for a certain raptor. Oh. Oh dear. I do not hope to have to break up any fights. No stress. We're cool now, I think. We're just sorting some things out, I guess. I'm relieved to hear that. Between all the, well, punching, things did seem less hostile than I anticipated. Your conversation no doubt did some good. A lot happened. Speaking of, that's him arriving now. Good luck, gentlemen. Nervous? Nah, not really. I was yesterday, but I don't really feel like I have anything to worry about now. I'm a bit late, my bad. Kyrex sat down opposite Diego and myself, and there was a few moments of silence before both of them spoke at the same time. Both paused, allowing the other to speak, before speaking again at the same time. Sorry, you go first. Right, so how's things? But that's not a question mark. I mean, you spoke yesterday. I'm sore, I guess. Me too. You got some good hits in. As did you. There was silence between the both of them. Neither said anything for a while, before Kyrex addressed me in an attempt to break the tension. You okay, Adrian? Yeah? I decided to step in order to keep the conversation moving. What exactly are you two getting at here? Are you trying to rekindle friendship or something? No, Why would we? Kyrex sighed. I mean, I've got like amends to make and all that shit. I guess I just want an opportunity. I guess the same goes. I didn't want to leave things as they were yesterday. As long as you two don't get the hots for each other. Not in a million years. There ain't enough money in the world to convince me. Besides, I already got the best guy I could ever wish for. Yeesh, get a room. I mean, we already got a room. It's our what? House? We're making him comfortable, Adrian. Anyway, so we're like good, right? I mean, I wouldn't say we're friends or nothing, but yeah, we're good. Good, because I was kind of thinking about the whole talking and everything. How weird it was at the end there. Me too. Honestly, it's kind of why I asked you to come here. I hated you for such a long time, but you kind of remembered how things used to be, eh? Yeah. Yep. Seriously though, Woodcrest is a small place, and we know a lot of the same people. Running into each other is inevitable. You're right. Avoiding shit like the festival would be, well, ideal. And I guess knowing what I know now, and knowing how I fucked up, I guess I understand. Oop. I clicked too fast. And I suppose I'm past holding all against you. Same kind of goes. I ain't being one of those. I ain't been in those shoes myself, but I can see how this all happened. We were idiots. I think I can put my grudge aside, you know? Yeah, I wouldn't do the same. Alright, then how about this? Kyrex stood up and had out his hands toward Diego's hand. Good to meet you. I'm Kyrex. I don't do relationships, and I have no social skills. It do be like that sometimes. That's one thing I tend to do with new people I meet, where it's like, hey, I'm bad with faces, I'm bad with names, please don't hold that against me. Diego chuckled before standing up and shaking Kyrex's hand. I'm Diego. I'm a love-struck idiot who's blinded by my own disposition. I couldn't see the bigger picture. Yeah, damn right you were, you idiot. Takes one to know one. Sure does. Two sat back down, still smiling slightly. Turning my head towards the kitchens, Jay was watching us intently, his head supported by his hands and his elbows anchored to the counter. He was smiling, clearly enjoying the performance. Now, only if this diner scene was continued onto Echo's diner scene, and it, was a happy-go-lucky thing in the dating scene, and not, oh, whoa. Man, finding that, never mind, just meat. Sad. What happened to them? Anyways, weren't you going to order something? Or eat or drink? Tea or drink? I ain't got the money for that. I mean, it sounded to me like in the beginning that he was just, not a good worker, but I wonder if it is more geared towards that it was Diego being like, hey, this guy is a jerk, fire him. Huh? Hasn't your share the prize money arrived yet? Or hasn't your share? It has. Yours? Arrived in my account this morning. So, if you can't afford anything here, what exactly are you spending on? Rent, electricity, overdue debt. Oh, that's right. You're out of work. Huh. Yep, unless I find something, that's where the prize money's going. I mean, you might be able to work at the strip club. We did go there. Just saying. Diego scratched his chin, deep in thought, and took pity, adoring his features. He could also work, I guess, he was fired from, not Ty, but Lucas's? Oh, I guess this all means you'll be coming back to the gym, eh? I hadn't really thought about it. I guess there's not really any good reason not to, so long as I avoid certain times of the day. Yeah, might walk into something like eh? Hell no. Bah, ha 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 ha. Anyways, but yeah, thanks to Adrian here and Ty, I have decent home gym now, but I'll keep it in mind. Promise I won't bother you if you do turn up. I appreciate it. So, I get, as we've said, all there is to say, huh? Yeah, guess so. Alright, Ty is throwing a little celebration for my sort of victory, so Adrian and I have to head off. Cool, have fun. Say, would you come along? Yeah, look at that. I've been invited to places already. I appreciate that, but I think I'll have to give it a miss. Too much explaining to do to everyone. I ain't got it in me. I mean, it do be like that. Alright, I guess that means we'll see you when we see you, huh? So it does. You two don't get dying now, you hear? No promises, but we'll try not to. Yeah, good. Dick and I stood up and made our way to the counter, where Jay wishes his backpack over his shoulders. Excellent timing. I'm off the clock now. We can head over to Ty's place together. Geez, when did you change? That was fast. A good magician never reveals secrets. Hey, would you mind doing one last thing for me before we go? What is it? Send that raptor an omelette. Here. Diego reached in his pocket, pulling out a few bills to cover the cost of the food. You're ordering food now? What a turnaround. I'll pass it to the kitchen. Jules is taking over for me, so we'll have to serve it up to him when it's ready. Did we notice he's hungry or something? Because it would be kind of weird if it was actually kind of full and then it was like, oh, here's an omelet. Though I have taken food home. Jay noted down the order and passed it through the window into the kitchen. Alright, ready to go? Yep, let's get moving. I don't want to keep Ted waiting. The three of us depart the cafe together. Kyrex sent us a happy wave as we left. A wave all three of us returned. The situation was bizarre, but I couldn't have expected such a quick turnaround. But I was glad Jago would finally truly move on, and so did Kyrex. And so did we, because that's the end of this Let's Play. Wait. Oh, this is day 20. So, yeah, and this Let's Play. So comment, cause I love comments. Tell me what you like, dislike, tips, otherwise, or like comments, at least. If you like me, tell me what you like, dislike, tips, or otherwise. If you like my YouTube and would like to grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out this episode grow. And please remember Spain your animals have control of the pet population. And also my gut's kind of churning because curry. It doesn't taste so hot going in, but it feels so hot coming out. Ooh. If you want to play this game, it's available on itch.io for free. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the newest version earlier, $54 a month and $5 a month on Steam and $54 a year. That'd be crazy being like $54 a month. Though there is $100 a month things on some Patreons. Anyways, until next time, let's play me, GamerWolfSix of Sileo Deus in Dawn. We're not finished yet. So thanks and see ya.